Hi guys, I need to explain more about myself kasi marami sa inyo dyan ang kumukontra sa testimony ko. I'm sharing about my testimony about doing pray and drive fasting journey, a total of 600 days. Okay, yung pag-aayuno ko, hindi ako kumakain, hindi ako umiinom, kahit ano, no intake. Starting from 3 a.m. hanggang 8 in the evening or 9 in the evening. Minimum 17 hours yan. Hindi bababa ng 17 hours. Kailangan minimum or more than 17 hours ang pag-ayuno. So the reason why Holy Father has chosen me to do the journey of 500 days. Ang number one rason niya, since year 80s and year 70s, wala siyang makikitang mga pastor, wala siyang makikitang churches leaders na deserving to do the long journey of prayer and fasting. Holy Father has been nag-search si Diyos Ama, si Banal na Ama, sa year 80s and year 90s, year 70s. Nag-search siya kung sino sa kanila ang mag-aayuno na dry. Kaso, umiinom sila ng tubig. Tapos, may mga mag-aayuno naman, mostly, Muslim kasi. Ang Muslim, 12 hours. 6 in the morning and 6 in the afternoon. Dry lahat yan. Holy Father, comparing my journey, my pray and drive fasting journey sa mga pag-aayuno ng mga Muslim. Sabi pa nga ni Holy Father na mas mabuti pa daw yung mga Muslim kasi dry yung pag-aayuno nila kahit 30 days in 1 year, kahit 12 hours lang kada araw. Mas mabuti pa nga daw yung pag-aayuno nila. Kaya nga they are blessed by God. Holy Father, yung mag-aayuno, yung mga taong mag-aayuno sa 12 hours, madami yan sila. Millions, hundreds of millions ang nag-aayuno ng mga Muslim. 12 hours straight dry. Kaya yung sa akin, ginawa ni Holy Father na minimum 17 hours na dry, no intake. Example, yung pag-ayuno ko 3 in the morning at matapos ako ng 8 ng gabi or 9 ng gabi. Pagkatapos niyan, minimum 17 hours, kailangan hindi ako bababa ng 17 hours. Ginawa yan ni Holy Father na yan ang binigay sa akin na journey. Total 500 days ngayon ang journey ko. Sabi niya na makakaya ko raw. Makapasa raw ako. So, nung umabot na ako ng 400 plus, I decided to add more 100 days of prayer and fasting. Minimum 17 hours. Minsan nga 2 to 3 hours lang yung kain ko. Kasi, kada araw, since day 1, nag-increase kasi yung holy power ni Holy Father. Yung holy power ni Holy Father, makakaya ko nang hindi magugutom makakaya ko na lagpasan yung minimum 17 hours. So, total 600 days lahat yun. So, gusto kasi ni Holy Father na lagpasan ang ginawa ng mga Muslim. Sa kanila, 12 hours. Kaya, binigay sa akin, tag 17 hours yung ayuno ko. Para Holy Father can prove to everybody, can prove to all Islamic people, to all Muslim, na yung pag-aayuno ko ay lagpas sa kanila. Tapos, yung pag-aayuno naman nila, 30 days in 1 year. So, sa akin naman, total 600 days. So, the 600 days is worth of 20 months. So, if my prayer and dry fasting worth 20 months, then tag 30 days siya. So yung ibig sabihin, in 30 days, di ba, 1 year sa Muslim. So, kung itotal yung sa akin, ang 20 months, ibig sabihin, 20 years. Yung 20 years na pagsasagawa ng mga Muslim sa pag-aayuno nila ng 30 days, ay ini-straight ko na. Kaya, straight 20 months. Tapos, so, di ba, mag-aayuno sila ng 30 days every month. So, sa akin naman, yung 600 ko divided by 30, so 20. So, in 20 years yung sa akin. Inisa ko lang. So, my prayer and dry fasting, total 1 year and half. So, pinakita ni Holy Father na nandito ako, buhay na buhay. Malusog ako sa awa niya. Kasi, Holy Father wanting to show to everybody, all religions, na yung pag-aayuno ko, na ibinigay niya sa akin ng instructions. I have been chosen by God to do the longest journey of prayer and dry fasting. Yung purpose kasi niya, okay, purpose. The purpose of prayer and dry fasting, why I need to finish 600 days, because it is part of the level of my faith na ang requirement ni Holy Father ay sapat para sa kanyang Holy Spirit na maka-instant talk sa akin. So, kaya ako nabigyan ng spiritual gifts, especially the gift of tongues. I can speak the gift of tongues anytime, and how longer I want to speak, how longer the Holy Spirit will use my mouth to speak. So that's the spiritual gifts of tongues, and I receive all the spiritual gifts. Prophesying. But for now, the prophecy will only be applied when I will be preaching in the pulpit. Because the message of God is intended for all children, for His children. Yung mga anak ni Abba Father, they have the 100% of faith with His Holy Spirit, to His Holy Spirit. So, may tanong ka pa sa pray and dry fasting ko? Sasabihin mo, naghambog ako. I'm very proud. I have done pray and dry fasting. Anong masama what's wrong if I shared about my prayer and dry fasting? Hambog agad? Hambog na agad ako sa pag-share ng power of God? Buti nga nag-share ako, di ba? Para once you desire doing prayer and fasting, I can share to you. Ibibigay ko sa iyo ang instructions on how to do the pray and fasting na galing kay banal na Ama. The instructions that I will give you in doing prayer and fasting, all the instructions comes from our Abba Father, or comes from Him. And then once I give you the instructions, and you should let the Holy Spirit to guide you when you will start. Yan kasi ang problema nyo. Sasabihin nyo kasi sa akin, hambog na agad ako, nag-share lang naman ako ng journey ko of prayer and fasting. Diba sabi ko, God, Holy Father gave me the title of being His holy prophet, right? Among all over the world. Paano nyo malalaman kung hindi ko sasabihin na nakapasa ako sa journey ko, diba? I need to share. I need to teach all of you on how to do prayer and fasting. Tapos sasabihin mong hambog agad? No one can give you the instructions of prayer and fasting. All they know is to drink water during fasting. They have the lack of faith from the Holy Spirit of God. Ulitin ko. Ikaw na nagsasabi ka, you are thinking that I'm boasting for my own sake, for my own fame? You should remove that thinking. You should remove that thinking because I'm not boasting for my fame. I'm not boasting na maging sikat ako. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to share my journey of prayer and fasting. Oh, why I should be quiet? Do I need to listen to you? Kailangan ko pa ba makinig sa'yo? Kung sasabihin mong hambog ako, so maging quiet na lang ako, tahimik na lang ako, hindi ko na lang i-share yung power ni Holy Father, kung paano niya ako tinulungan. So, why it's total 600 days? Sa simula, 500 days yung requirement ni Abba Father. Pag abot ko ng 400 plus days, I decided to add 100 days. So, para saan yung 100 days? Nag-aayuno ako para sa mga tribo. Sa lahat ng mga tribo sa buong mundo. Yun, sinali ko sila. I pray and drive fasting about all the tribes. Kaya total 600 days. So, para saan yung 500 days? Yung 500 days, I ask a lot. I ask Holy Father. I ask some gifts, spiritual gifts, but then Holy Father gave me all the spiritual gifts. Kunti lang naman yung hiningi ko. Ang hiningi ko ni Holy Father, mabigyan ako ng tongue prayer. Kahit 2 to 3 sentences lang. Pero, after my pray and drive fasting 600 days, lahat ng languages na tanggap ko. Tapos, I ask Holy Father for the gift of singing when singing for Him in the pulpit. I will sing worship with Him and my voice will be changed in accordance of His desire. Kung anong desire ni Holy Father sa boses ko, yun ang hiningi ko at binigay niya. Tapos, yung pangalawa, yung preaching, the gift of preaching, hiningi ko rin yun. Lastly, I asked God to give me this ministry na intended for me to handle as a church leader. To those who are believing that the woman is not allowed to teach in the church, is not allowed to lead the church, Okay, so, ito na. My prayer and dry fasting journey, the longest journey, is a proof that Holy Father wanting to show to everybody na babae ang pinili niya para magsagawa ng pray and dry fasting na ang instructions ay galing sa kanya. Me as a woman, chooses by God to do the pray and dry fasting, and I passed by the help of the power of God. So, wala nang saysay ang mga paniniwala nyo na bawal ang babae. So, if you don't believe that the Holy Spirit can pour out His holy power in all flesh, kung hindi ka naniniwala na magbautismo ang banal na espiritu, magbigay ng mga spiritual gifts, both male and female, ito na. God chooses me to show it to you na babae ang pinili ni Holy Father. At the church name, the ministry name that Holy Father gave me, yun na yung sagot niya sa pag-aayuno ko na ibibigay niya yung church name. Balang araw, I will be with my flocks na ibibigay ni Holy Father sa akin to handle the ministry name na intended sa akin dahil sa pagkapasa ko sa total 608.